What's good, people? It's the Mad Collector here, back for part 5 of my CD collection, my hip-hop CD collection. Sorry that I took another hiatus, it's been a long while, simply because, life is draining. I go to work, come home from work, and I just want to kick back and cool out, you know what I mean? And I don't really, sometimes I don't really feel like recording these videos, just setting up, the tripod and taking out the CDs and shit. Sorry for that, guys. I know some of you love watching these videos, but for me, it's a thing where, I need to feel motivated to record these videos, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just bored, man, and I felt like I should drop another video, so I took out the CDs, set up this shit right here, and now I'm back, recording another video. So let's get right into it, alright? So last time I left off with Starr's debut album. I got their second one right here, Step in the Arena. Yeah, this is the album where Starr found their sound. You know what I'm saying? No More Mr. Nice Guy was a great album, really good. But this is the point where, Starr became Starr, as we know him today. Yeah, dope shit. Really love that album. But even better than that is Daily Operation. Yeah, super jazzy, really amazing album. You know what I'm saying? It has a lot of hits on it, like The Place Where We Dwell. It's one of my favorite Starr cuts. You know what I'm saying? I also love BYS, Bust Your Shit, from which I first heard on the San Andreas soundtrack, GTA San Andreas. Really amazing. Also the Posse cut, I Am the Man. It's fucking dope. I love it. Dope album. Then we got an experimental Starr album right here, Hard to Earn. Also fantastic. You know what I'm saying? You cannot go wrong with Starr, man. They always put out quality material. And this one is full of bangers, man. A Long Way to Go from the Poetic Justice soundtrack to Wake, Speak a Cloud. It's fucking dope as hell, bro. Then we got Moment of Truth by Starr. Yeah, arguably their best album. I would say this is their best one. It's just straight up dopeness from top to bottom, 10 out of 10. Love this record, man. Then we got something that I usually don't buy. It's like a best of album. Full clip, A Decade of Starr. The only reason why I got this is because of the the bonus joints that came with it, like full clip and what was some of the other tracks? I think All for the Cash, Half and Half. Yeah, dope, best of album, double disc. It comes in this big case right here. I love these types of cases, man. Very dope stuff. Then we got the Ownerz by Starr. Yeah, this is once again very different from Moment of Truth. Still on that boom bap tip. But yeah, it's just different, sound wise. DJ Premier, he kind of came through with that punchy kind of sound, starting with this. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, really, really dope stuff. Especially love the song Zonin'. Yeah, dope shit. Then we're gonna move on to the South. I got a few albums from the Dirty South. Geto Boys, We Can't Be Stopped. I think this is their third or fourth album. Yeah, this is the Geto Boys that I know, you know what I'm saying, with Willie D, Bushwick Bill, and Scarface. Incredible record, man. Really love it. With Mind Playing Tricks on Me, fucking Bushwick Bill, as Chucky on that song. It's really dope. I also love that song, Gotta Let You Nuts Hang. So yeah, it's pretty funny, you know. We Can't Be Stopped, you know. Great album, man. Especially that cover is so raw, man. You know what I'm saying? This picture with Bushwick Bill, you know, after, you know, or in the hospital, you know, this was actually taken, I think, shortly after his girl shot him in his eye, bro. That shit is so raw, bro. But yeah, moving on, we got Geto Boys with Till Death Do Us Part. That was at a point where Willie D was not part of the group and they replaced him, I think, with a dude named Big Mike. But it's another good album, man. Some dope shit on here. I love 6 Feet Deep, but also the Bring It On posse cut is dope. And then, of course, you know, Willie D came back with this one. The Resurrection. Yeah, really nice album. I think the song Still is the one song that was used in The Office, the movie, I believe. Yeah, really nice, man. This is a dope album, and also the scene where they used the song Still is hilarious as fuck, man. Yeah, The Resurrection by Geto Boys, dope shit. I love it. Now we're gonna move on to some Ghostface Killah, man. I got a lot of Ghostface stuff right here. So I got Ironman. Yeah, classic album. You know, with the Soul Controller on it. You know what I'm saying? Really dope album. Fucking love it. Then we got, of course, the classic Supreme Clientele, which I'm still waiting for a vinyl release. I don't know why the fuck they don't reissue this album on vinyl. You know what I'm saying? Because I would love to have this on wax, bro. Supreme Clientele is arguably Ghostface's best album, with tracks like One and Mighty Healthy, Nutmeg. You know, this shit is dope as hell, man. Then we got the album that ruined the Perfect 3 album run, Bulletproof Wallets, which in itself is actually a good album, man. It's not bad, but yeah, what is far from the amazing album that it could have been. It still has some joints on it, you know what I mean? I cannot lie. This one, none of Ghost albums are bad, you know what I'm saying? Some are better than the others, but at the very least, every single one of them is solid. Yeah, then we got Ghostface, the pre-Toney album. You know, this is where he dropped the Killah in his name. You know what I'm saying? I think he tried to go a little bit more mainstream with that album, but yeah, this is actually a pretty good album, man. I especially love 2 tracks on here, Be This Way, and of course the song that we all know, Run, with Jadakiss, with a dope ass beat on that shit. And of course I got Fishscale, one of Ghostface's best albums by far. It's a really amazing album with some production by Doom, I believe. MF Doom produced 1 or 2 cuts on here, I think. And I know for a fact Lewis Parker, you know, the legend from UK, Lewis Parker, he produced a couple of joints on that one. This is a really amazing album, man. Then we got More Fish, which is kind of like a spin-off project, Fishscale. Also really nice. I like it. It's kind of like an afterthought kind of project. Then we got the Big Doe Rehab. Also fantastic. Some really raw shit. I love it. And then once again, Ghostface went back to the more mainstream side of things. Ghostdini, Wizard of Poetry, which is actually not as bad as many people make it. You know what I'm saying? I like it quite a bit. It's not perfect, you know. Definitely has some weak moments in here, man. I'm not gonna lie that this is great all the way through, but it is far from terrible, you know what I mean? So Ghostface still comes through on the mic, you know what I'm saying? And that's what counts at the end of the day. Ghostdini, Wizard of Poetry, good shit. Then we got Apollo Kids. Of course, infamously named after one of the tracks from Supreme Clientele. Good album, man. Good shit. I love the song Troublemakers. Yeah, really like this. And I think this is the best Ghostface album that he released since Supreme Clientele at that point. 12 Reasons to Die, entirely produced by Adrian Young. Nice conceptual record. It's kind of like a, how should I put it, like a grindhouse movie in form of a studio album. I really like this shit, man. This is some dope stuff. Also like the sequel to that one, 12 Reasons to Die 2, is also dope as hell, man. Yeah, love it. And of course I got the Brown Tape, which is basically 12 Reasons to Die remixed by Apollo Brown. This is also really nice. Yep, dope production by Apollo Brown on that one. And we got 36 Seasons by Ghostface. Also very dope record with a lot of feature parts by AZ. Yeah, love it. Dope. Moving on to some brand Nubian stuff right here. Grand Puba, Real to Real. As you can see by the case, you know, the previous owner was a heavy smoker, man. I definitely need to clean this case a little bit or exchange it. But yeah, dope album, man. Grand Puba, definitely my favorite one out of brand Nubian. And yeah, this album is really nice. A nice, upbeat, uplifting, you know, fun type of album. I love this shit, man. I actually like this one better than his follow-up album 2000, which a lot of people prefer over Real to Real, but this is my favorite one. Fucking dope as hell, man. Yeah, this is a great album. With I Like It, a little with this, a little with this, and a little with that. It's such a great album, man. Yeah, 2000 by Grand Puba. The only thing that everybody says about this album that I can also say is the cover looks bad, man. It looks atrocious, dude. Like, so mid-90s, you know, it's supposed to be like futuristic and shit like that, but looks more cringy than anything, you know what I mean? Moving on with Goodie Mob, Soul Food. Yeah, these guys were affiliated with Outkast, and yeah, this was a group that CeeLo Green was a part of before he became mainstream and did songs like Crazy with Danger Mouse and shit. This is a dope album, man. I really like this one a lot. Soul Food by Goodie Mob. And we got an album that I don't think a lot of people know, but it's certainly one that should not go unnoticed. This is Passage Through Time by the Grassroots. As far as I'm aware, I think these guys are from Canada. I may be wrong, but yeah, this is a nice album, man. Super soulful, jazzy stuff. You know what I'm saying? But still hip-hop. Really, really dope stuff, man. Definitely gotta check this one out. And this is, I think, quite a rare and desirable album. You know what I'm saying? The last time I bought it, when I added it to my Discogs collection, fucking people were charging like $150 or whatever for this album. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how things look these days. You know what I'm saying? But I guess a few years ago it was at the very least very expensive. Next up we got 6 Feet Deep by Gravediggers. Horrorcore, boom bap horrorcore, you know what I'm saying? There are many versions of horrorcore out there. This is my type of horrorcore, man. You know what I'm saying? Just really, really incredible stuff. You know, it's a group that was formed by Prince Paul. You know, you got Fruquan and Too Poetic in here. I think these guys were from Stetsasonic, I believe. I don't know, man, but you also got Rizzo on this shit. Yeah, super duper awesome stuff, man. I remember when I first bought this, like in 2007, 2006, something like that. I was all over this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And I love this album. Yeah, really awesome. And then I also got another copy of that album, but if you can see here, it says Nigga Mortis and not 6 Feet Deep, and that's because this is the European version of the album. And the difference between this and the 6 Feet Deep version is track number 9, Pass the Shovel, which is also probably my favorite Gravediggers track. You know what I'm saying? I just love how they play off of each other. The beat is dope as hell, man. This album, I can't say enough great things about this album, man. Gravediggers 6 Feet Deep or Nigga Mortis or whatever you like to call it is just fucking immaculate, man. 10 out of 10 record right here. Then we got The Pick, the Sickle, and the Shovel by Gravediggers. Yeah, definitely different from their first album. You know, the first album, like I said, was horrorcore. This one was more on the mysterious, mystical side, you know. A little bit more abstract, but still like it a lot, man. That's some good stuff. We got some Gangstar Foundation type stuff, man. Group Home with Living Proof. With Malachi the Nutcracker and Lil Dap. And this shit is also amazing, man. Almost entirely produced by DJ Premier, except for 1 or 2 tracks which were produced by Guru, man. And this album is full of bangers from top to bottom. This is just amazing, man. You know, Living Proof, Suspended in Time, fucking Superstar. My favorite track on here is the last one, The Realness. How fucking DJ Premier flipped that Jimi Hendrix drum break, you know what I'm saying, and turned it into something completely new. It's absolutely amazing, man. Group Home, Living Proof, dope as hell. We got some more Gangstar stuff right here. Jazzmatazz Volume 1 by Guru, where he, of course, worked with a lot of legendary jazz musicians like Roy Ayers, Donald Byrd, and guys like that. Lonnie Liston Smith also. And yeah, this is also fantastic, really jazzy stuff. I mean, you can already tell by the cover, man, this was just heavily inspired by jazz music, you know what I'm saying? The cover itself is also like a tribute to the Blue Note Records album cover, so you can already tell that, you know, where all of the influences come from. One thing I got to note here, though, is here, MC Solar, you know what I'm saying, which I always thought that this Solar became Guru's manager, you know, in the 2000s or whatever. But as a matter of fact, this MC Solar with the extra A is actually an MC from France, you know what I'm saying? And the MC Solar that managed Guru, you know, way later is actually American, you know what I'm saying? And that guy's name is spelled Solar, not with the extra A, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's just a little side note. But yeah, that's a dope album. And of course I got Jazzmatazz Volume 2, The New Reality, also fantastic. A little bit more on the boom bap side, not so much you know, jazzy anymore, but still, it's an incredible project. I love it. Yeah, then we got some more Wu-Tang, man, of course. Liquid Swords by Genius or Jizzle. Amazing record, man. You know, Jizzle, of course, lyrical genius with one of the greatest vocabularies in hip-hop. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely amazing album, man. You know. Then we got an album from 1994. Hard to Obtain with Ism and Blues. This is also a really dope record, man. Once again, more on the jazzy side. Fucking dope as hell, man. Yeah, really love this. A little something with artifacts. Dope shit. We got another album that many people don't know, and this is Hard Knocks with School of Hard Knocks. Yeah, it's another album that I really love, released by Wild Pitch. There were 2 songs on here that I really love, and that are Ghetto Love and Strictly from the Bronx. Those are the 2 tracks that I go back to every once in a while, man. This shit is so dope, man. You know, what an underrated album. Definitely check this one out if you haven't. School of Hard Knocks. It's dope as shit. Then we got Blue Funk by Heavy D and the Boys. Yeah, this is pretty much the only album by Heavy D that I really bump. You know what I'm saying? Because it's, you know, a little bit more boom bap-ish. Not so much poppy as like the albums that came before and after it. This is my type of shit, man. You know what I'm saying? The last track, dope posse cut. It's a New Day. Dope P-Rock beat. You know what I mean? This is some dope shit right here, man. Also the title track, Blue Funk. Fantastic. Love it. Yeah, then we got Nocturnal by Helter Skelter. Yeah, Duck Down Records right here. You know, Sean Price and Rock. Yeah, this is dope as shit, man. This is, you know, some early boot camp click stuff. Really, really amazing. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Sean Price. Then we got some more Epidemic stuff. This is one half of Epidemic, Hex One, who's one of the best lyricists out right now. Lyrical miracle type rapper. Really dope MC. And this is his solo album that he put out with Fifth Element called Holograms. You know what I'm saying? Where he took some Fifth Element beats and, you know, spit his lyrical magic on his shit. It's really amazing. You know what I'm saying? I love the song Deep Cover. You know what I'm saying? Which is like his version of Big Pun's Deep Cover. But the thing that really makes this version special is that, you know, he took Big Pun's rhymes and cadences and everything and just changed the lyrics, but still make it as to how it sounds like still like Big Pun's version. You know what I'm saying? It's a little bit hard to explain, but if you know the Big Pun version of Deep Cover and you listen to this, you can definitely hear the similarities in the vocals and the cadences. You know what I'm saying? It's just different lyrics, but it's really amazing, man. You definitely gotta check the shit out. Deep Cover 2014 by Hex One. Just the beat is different, you know what I'm saying, for obvious reasons, you know, copyright and shit. Then we got actually 2 copies of Wordsworth 1,000 Pictures. Dope album, really dope album. But the reason why I got 2 copies of this shit is because, you know, my discs came, you know, with a crack in them. And not only this one, but this one also. You know what I'm saying? I wanted the replacement copy, and they sent me another one that is, you know, here you can see it. It came with another crack. Yeah, really a bummer, man. Because I love that album, but yeah, both of my copies are defective. Moving on, we got Third Eye Vision by Hieroglyphics. Yeah, man, love Hieroglyphics. You know, dudes from the West Coast, but they do more like the boom bap type stuff, the funky shit. Really incredible. You know what I'm saying? Big fan of Hieroglyphics. You know what I'm saying? And here is also the first Hieroglyphics album that I've ever heard. Full Circle. As you can see, the slipcover is a little bit damaged, but this is the cover that we all know. Yeah, this is really incredible. Love the song Classic, but I also really like the song Make Your Move. Yeah, incredible. Love this album. And then we got some House of Pain, you know, and of course with Everlast as the lead MC. Yeah, of course, this is their self-titled album with the classic Jump Around on it. My copy also has the Pete Rock remix, which is dope as fuck. But my favorite album of House of Pain is their second one, Same As It Ever Was. Incredible shit. Love this record. Definitely gotta cop this if you don't have it. And then we got House of Pain's Truth Crush the Earth Shall Rise Again, which I think this was the album where upon release that they announced that they were gonna split, and sure enough they haven't put out another album since, which is a bummer, you know what I'm saying, because I would have loved to hear more from these guys. I think they made some really dope music, but what can you do? Album is okay, you know what I'm saying, it's pretty good for what it is, but it definitely can't be compared to the previous two albums, but this is still a nice listen, man. And then the last album for today is America's Most Wanted by Ice Cube. You know, it's the re-released version from 03, which also came with the bonus EP Kill at Will. You got 23 tracks in total, but yeah, this is a really, really dope album. Not quite as good as the follow-up, but you know, being that this is Ice Cube's debut album, you know, where he worked with Public Enemy's producers, the Bump Squad. You know what I'm saying? They laced him with some incredible production, man. And you know, he did his thing on this album. Did not diss NWA on this record, you know what I'm saying? But then, you know, NWA still felt butthurt over him leaving, and then they dissed him after this album release, and then, you know, the rest, you can probably think what happened, you know what I mean? But yeah, incredible album. Once again, 10 out of 10. America's Most Wanted by Ice Cube. Dope as fuck. Alright. So, yeah, that was part 5 of my CD collection. Let me know what you think about all of these albums. And, yeah, see you in the next one. Hopefully, it won't be too long until then, but you never know. You know what I'm saying? It depends on my mood. But whatever. You know, peace out. Have a great one.